Hey everybody, I'm Jessie Sousa. If you've been here before, you know that I am a career and leadership coach documenting my journey as an entrepreneur on YouTube. So each week I talk about a new subject that kind of resonates with me, something that I'm going through in my own personal journey. And this week I wanted to talk about delayed gratification. It seems easy, seems like a simple topic, seems like a simple concept, but it's actually really, really hard to put into practice, especially in today's day and age. So why don't we start off by just defining what delayed gratification actually is. I'm going to grab my trusty notebook here and flip it over so that I don't misuse my words and so that you have a clear picture of what delayed gratification actually is. So it's the act of resisting an impulse to take an immediately available reward in hopes of obtaining a more valued reward in the future. So in today's day and age, it really truly looks like a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of business owners, a lot of coaches, a lot of people in the online space, a lot of people on YouTube, for example, it looks like they're overnight successes. It looks like they woke up one day, there was something super special about them, and all of a sudden, they were super successful, working their dream job, living their dream life. And that is not the case at all, not even a little bit. It's a hard reality to think that, you have these big dreams, you have this big vision, you've had these feelings for so long, you finally got your ducks in a row and you know exactly where you want to go, you know where you want to be, and you know what you want to achieve. The hard part is that realizing that you have to put one small step in front of the other in order to get there. That you can't just wake up and once you have that vision, immediately have it in your hands. The vision has to go from being in your head to actioning out into real life and coming to fruition over time. It's a slow process. It's never an overnight success situation, or hardly ever, I shouldn't say never. I'll give you a great example. So saving money for retirement is a really good example of how delayed gratification works. You are working, you're young, you're, spending your money on exciting things, on fun things, and then you get to retirement age and you have absolutely nothing left in order to retire. So you have to keep working and keep doing exactly what you were doing because you don't have any savings for it. If when you were young, you first started working, you're in your career, and you started putting money aside in some kind of pension plan in preparation for the date that you want to retire, you'd reap the rewards down the line and you wouldn't have to worry about working in retirement. You could just enjoy that hard-earned money, but it takes a long time. Another really good example is health and fitness. So let's say you want to get really, really strong, you want to have big muscles, you want to really show that you're strong. Well, one way of showing that you're strong without actually being strong is by using certain supplementary products like steroids, for example. It'll inflate you up, make you look like you're really, really strong. But in reality, you didn't work for those muscles, so they're not super real. On the reverse, if you are eating healthy, leading an active lifestyle, you're exercising every day, you're building muscle over time, you will begin to reap the rewards, but not before then. It takes a really long time. So why is it so important as a coach and an entrepreneur? It is incredible to think that with delayed gratification, the better you are at understanding that concept and inviting it into your life, the more self-control you actually have. If you can wait for something, it means your self-control is good. You're able to control yourself to not need it immediately. You can wait. So that increases your mental stability, your emotional intelligence. You'll be able to make better decisions. With coaching, that's an absolute no-brainer. So the higher level of emotional intelligence you have, the better ability you have to sit back and listen versus acting right away, the better you are at formulating, let's say, powerful questions for your clients, therefore helping them achieve greater things and a deeper wisdom for themselves because you're asking these really good, powerful questions to get them thinking. If you're not amazing with delayed gratification and you're like, I'm just gonna ask the first question that comes to my mind, or I'm just gonna spit out any question at all because any question is better than no question, your client may not reap the results that they were hoping to or that you were hoping for them to because you weren't sitting back and thinking about what the best value-added question would be. Another great way to look at delayed gratification in regards to having a coaching business generally is that you might think, okay, I want to start my own coaching business and I really, really want to make a lot of money and I want to make a lot of money right now. That is a self-serving lens. So that's looking at it from your perspective. What do I need? What do I want? You're making it all about yourself. If you're good at delayed gratification, you're going to be thinking about what the client needs. How can I add value? How can I serve people? How can I do better? You're more concerned about the ripple effect going forward by serving others than just serving yourself and what that means for you. It feels like in today's day and age, everyone's looking for like an immediate gratification, an immediate reward, an immediate success. So the idea of delayed gratification really, really, really intrigues me. The one thing that I really want to focus on in today's video is how I specifically am practicing delayed gratification. One really good current example is that I truly struggled to film these videos. This was something that I procrastinated, something that I put off, something that I was overthinking. And what I'm trying now, one small practice, is I think a concept that Mel Robbins created, which is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 approach. Basically, it's like a rip the Band-Aid. You count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you just get up, you do it. You don't think it twice. You don't think about it at all. You just go, start. Get started, get going. That helps by not delaying the inevitable, by not kind of getting in your own head, by not getting discouraged before you even get started. So part of the reason why I struggle with delayed gratification is the comparison game. And truthfully, they always say, comparison is the thief of, what is it? Comparison is the thief of joy. Does that make sense? It's a joy stealer? It is. So basically, I'll watch a YouTube video and I'll think, wow, like they're so put together. This makes so much sense. They're providing so much value. What do I have to provide? And then instead I was like, you know what? I'm never going to start. I'm actually never going to start providing videos for people if I don't get out of my own head and get out of my own way. So the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 approach is working well for me at this point. Just get started, just get going, don't give up, work through it, don't overthink it. I don't want to get discouraged before I get started because, everybody's got something unique to give and I truly, truly feel that way. So another thing that I'm focusing on is creating smaller goals and finding those smaller steps in order to achieve them. So I'm notorious for dreaming really big, looking at the finish line. I'm seeing past the goalpost. I'm not focusing on the smaller, more attainable goals, which feel like little rewards. So it kind of feels like you're getting that, immediate gratification if you set your goals a little smaller with the big goal in mind. Let's talk about YouTube, for example. Having a YouTube channel, being able to produce videos that provide value for people or videos that people feel comfort in watching is something that I felt really, really strongly about. If I think about the bigger goal, reaching a wider audience, being able to monetize my YouTube channel, for example, looking at the results side of things is going to just discourage me altogether because I know in reality, it can take a really, really long time. So what I'm focusing on are the small steps. What is the first step that I need to do in order to get this channel up and running and eventually reach my goal? Make consistent videos, one step after another. Do I have fancy equipment? No. Do I need it? No. Taking the little steps in order to get started, get going, and pursue your bigger dreams down the road is exactly how I'm doing it. So making one video a week, making a chart that shows I filmed today, I published today, next week I filmed today, I published today, and then seeing that consistency over time is going to be my reward. It makes me feel fulfilled. I know now that I've now filmed You know, this is my 4th YouTube video. I've done 4 weeks of YouTube videos, so I'm doing it. I'm being consistent and I'm putting one foot in front of the other. The other thing that I'm going to layer on top of that is, how can I slightly improve each time? So yes, I'm just getting started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm filming. I'm filming every week. I'm remaining consistent. What can I do each time I film or each video that I produce to improve one small step? Okay, so let's just take a quick look at those 3 things that I'm doing again. Smaller steps, consistency, meaningful work, and ripping that Band-Aid, so getting started right away. I think that this is something that everybody can do to practice that delayed gratification and to work that muscle and get better at it over time. I think it means that I'll be a greater success down the road, and I'm really looking forward to finding out how that works for me and how incredibly satisfied and proud of myself I am for remaining consistent and reaching for those goals that seemed like they're a little bit out of reach at the beginning. So as always, I want to leave you all with a question. What is one small step that you can take today that will lead you to your bigger goal in the future? What's one small step you can take today that's going to lead you to your bigger goal in the future? As always, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching my videos. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you don't, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you don't like. I'm here to learn. I want to improve one small step at a time. So thanks again for being here, and I'll see y'all again soon.